Okay, here's how to remove the window console. There's a little plastic tab in here, and you just push the clip on the end and pull up. And this little thing, you just got to kind of fish it out of there. It helps to have a small little dental tool or something like that. There's the little clip. There's some screws that go in the bottom here. I've already taken those out just to speed up the process here. And all you do is you pull the back end of it. Don't pull the front, pull the back end of this up, because there's a clip at the front. Just kind of work it out nice and free. There we go. It's out. And then you got your wiring harness on the back. Okay, now that we got it out, we'll get rid of the wiring harness here. This one's pretty easy. You just press the tab and then just work the connection back and forth, and it pulls off. This little one here is a little different. What you do is the best way to do it is take your screwdriver and just push behind, and then work the wiring out as you're pushing. And that's that one out. And then this one here is a little bit different again. And what I find works pretty good is 2 screwdrivers. You push it in with this one, and then put another one in behind it to kind of lock it in place. Oops, that slipped out. I'll try that again. There we go, I got it in place. And then with your one hand and that screwdriver still in there, just work the fitting back and forth until it pops out. And there's your wiring harness and your thing free from each other. Okay, now to get the door panel off, first thing we have to do is remove, in back of the door handle is a little panel. So you just push down again on your screwdriver and just pull that little panel forward, and then once you have that out, it just works out of there. There's a screw in there. I've already removed the screw, but the screw is just a Phillips screw and pull it out. Then we move on to the actual door itself. And I find it the easiest to start at the back of the door down here. And I just use a putty knife and kind of work the door. You'll find a spot where you'll be able to work the putty knife in there, nice and easy. There we go, I got it in. But I want to just kind of sneak it down to the bottom of the door, because that's where I want to get it out first. And all you do is you just kind of pull. And sometimes if you get a little screwdriver, I've got actually a big screwdriver, put it in behind, underneath your putty knife, so that it's using the whole width of the putty knife to pop the door panel free. And you just have to work it around until you pop these panels off. There we go. A little stubborn but once you get that first one, it's pretty good, and there's no damage to the door panel. Just keep working it around. They're all push pins all the way, and then when you come to this one, there's one here too, so you have to get this one, and I just sneak my hand in behind in the forward part, and the actual push pin is up about here, so you have to keep pulling and pulling until you get it. There it is. Got that one. Make sure you take that screw out of there, and there's the 2 screws down here that you have to have out. When you get this, you can look at the other part of the video for that to tell you how to get that off. And then just pull the door panel up at the back, and then feed your wiring through, and you're free except for the door release. We have to do that from behind here. So now, if Jeff you want to slip around here, Jeff, and get it from this side. So in order to get this off, there's a little tab behind here, and you just pull that, and sneak it out, and it comes out like that. And there's a video a little bit further on in the video. I tell you how to put that back together. Okay, there you go. Your door panel is off. Okay, now that we got the door panel off, we'll change the speakers. Really easy. There's just one that's what is it? It's a 7mm bolt here. Take that off. And there's a bit of a clip and some sticky tape. So again, it's just a push and push the retainer and pull the little clip out. That's all you have to do. There we go, got it. Just pull it out. Just a push pin. And that's the old speaker, out it comes. New one to go in, same thing. Got it from the factory, 40 bucks, 45 bucks I think it was. And here we go, push it in. There. Now all of a sudden the door chimes are working. So I'll just pull the keys out. That tells me that it's working now again. So there's a little recess in here and a cutout in the door. You just fit it in there like that. Make sure it's in behind. Kind of push it down before you clip it in. And then it'll pop out like that because the foam rubber behind it isn't fully compressed yet, so you can use your screw, your bolt I mean, to start that out. Just put it back in. And don't really cinch this down hard, just light. That's all it takes. There you go. Your new speakers in, old speakers out. Now we just got to put the door panel back on. Okay, so this is the door opener cable. I wanted to show you how to arm it to put it back on the door. So what you do is this little nub that's on the end. You just pull that out, and then there's this little tab on top of the clip here. You just pull it, and there's a little slot in there. You just push down, and it holds the cable out so that you can put it back into the door. So I've got it armed, and you can see this is the little hole that it has to go into. So you just feed it into that hole first, and then push down on it. There, I got it into the hole. Whoops, I had it into the hole. Try that again. There, it's in the hole. Now I just align the clip with the little slot, push it in, and that's it. The door cable is in, and you can just test it by pulling the cable, and it works freely. That's how you put the door cable on, and that's the hardest thing to do in this whole project. Okay, I got the door panel here ready to go on. I just wanted to show you how these door pins work. You can get these anywhere, automotive stores, or you can go to the dealer and get them, and they're really easy. They just slide right in the little channel there. So if you happen to break one, they're easily replaced. Don't fret about breaking one of those. The door panel is really easy to go on. What I like to do first is just get the door roughly in the spot that it's supposed to go. Feed your wiring harness through, and then once you have the wiring harness through, you can put your door cable on, just like I showed you earlier. So I'll get it set up, ready to go here. There we go, the door cable's on. And the way I like to start is make sure that you get this through first. You want to have your door lock in. And then there's a channel along the top of the door that fits on top of this channel that's on the actual door itself. So just clip it on here, fit it over, and then just work your way along, fitting it on. Fits nice. And then ensure that your alignment of the door panel this way is good by checking to see if the very top one fits into its slot. If it does, you've got the door panel aligned properly this way. Push it in and it's in place. And then what I like to do is I like to clip the door in from front towards the back. Just pushing in the door clips as there, the door panel's on, clipped in nice. All we have to do is put our window console back in here, as I showed you earlier. Put the screws in. Put the screw in here, replace the little false cover, and the job's done. Thanks for watching.